Hey, it's Dr. Birchler. Sometimes I look at Google for questions about chiropractic that people ask about chiropractic. And one that comes up relatively frequently is, can chiropractic help stress or anxiety? And the short answer to that is yes. And I'm going to give a little explanation of how that works. That might seem weird to some people, it might not. But in 2012, there was a massive study performed, I believe, by one of the branches of the United States kind of healthcare, government agencies, looking at healthcare usage among U.S. people. And the short of it is that people who go to the chiropractor, so the public, people that use chiropractic, 40% of them said that they felt improvement in stress and anxiety, so they dealt with that better. So that's what the public reports, millions of data points in that study. All right, so that's what people experience. Now, on a physiological level, when a chiropractor makes let's just call it an adjustment, and I know there are different forms and techniques of chiropractic, but all of them stimulate the nervous system in a certain way. So when that mechanical sensation occurs in the body, those nerve receptors go to the stress system of the body, the sympathetic nervous system, and inhibit it. And they do it in a very powerful way. In fact, just a few weeks ago, I was at a seminar where one of the leading chiropractic, research guys was discussing this, and essentially there's a 120-fold amplification of that mechanical input, then inhibiting the nervous system. So it's 120-fold inhibition, so to speak. So very, very powerful, just the way the body is wired in terms of the synapses from the mechanically sensitive nerve endings then into inhibiting the sympathetic or stress-related nervous system. Now, those mechanical sensitive nerves also then stimulate the pleasure centers of the brain, parts of the brain that produce serotonin and things that have a sense of well-being and happiness, and it inhibits the amygdala of the brain, which is the fear, stress, anxiety part of the brain. So literally, that input into the body sends the pathway. It's just the way the body's wired up to the brain. And then there's going to be a change in the hormonal output of the brain. Now, both of those pathways then tie into immunity as well. So chiropractic both improves or inhibits stress and anxiety, and then improves immunity kind of as an output. So the experience of people is that commonly they will have improvement with that. They'll at least cope better, deal with stress better, even though it may not make their mental stressors or their life go away. Their body mind, their experience of life is actually able to be different. So that's the way the body's wired. That's what people experience. Understand that there are obviously a lot of factors and things going on in people's lives that can produce stress, anxiety, fear, and those kind of things. And not that chiropractic necessarily fixes all those things, but can it help people deal with it better, have a very powerful impact? For sure it can. So if you know somebody dealing with those chronic stress, anxiety issues, you may introduce them to chiropractic if that's something they're unaware of. So thanks for watching. Hope this helps.